3 months ago, I made a community post stating that I was going to bring a change to the way I did things. For 3 months, I did in-depth research on ways to better my understanding of the topics I want to cover and that you guys want to see. That's where this comes in. You can probably see what I meant by changes. Originally, I only planned to edit a bit more, but now that I've started, it's much more editing. As most of you probably noticed, even the voice has changed. I wanted a fresh start, so I dropped everything from the past, and now we're here. Today, we'll be discussing how to think and develop the mindset of anime's handymandy Kiyotaka Ayanokoji, the man who is the best possible future plumber. Anyways, on a serious note, we'll be diving into ways you can develop his winner's mentality to better yourself along the way. So sit back, grab some popcorn, and lock in, because this information can be incredibly helpful if you implement it correctly. Key point 1. The mindset of Kiyotaka Ayanokoji. Throughout Classroom of the Elite, well, more so the first season, we don't really get a read on Ayanokoji's character. He seems quite mysterious and aloof, but season 2 we get to see his true nature come to the surface. Some people might call him evil or ruthless, but if you want to be anything in life, you must outwork your competition. Being average in today's society will get you nowhere. It's time to achieve the goals you've been planning in your head, without any action for years now. Aren't you tired of losing? If you are, then give this video your full attention. What do you think separates other students from Ayanokoji? No, an even better question, what separates Ayanokoji from you? You might say it's his ruthless nature, but that's not it. It's his high pain tolerance. Before we do anything, we need to strengthen your mind so you don't break when the pressure builds up. The way to do this is to increase your mental fortitude. Our brain tends to give up way before our bodies do, which is why you don't seem to see any results in the gym, not because you're not doing the right workouts, but rather because your mind can't focus on the goal at hand, which is completing the routine. The key to building mental fortitude starts with pushing past the limits your brain sets before your body truly reaches its threshold. To strengthen your mind, try incorporating discomfort into your daily life. This could be as simple as taking cold showers, doing more repetitions at the gym when your brain says stop, or tackling tasks you avoid because they seem difficult. It's about training your brain to endure, to keep going even when you feel like giving up. Over time, this will not only improve your focus, but also increase your ability to handle stress and pressure in all areas of life. The white room where Ayanokoji originated from was a cold, calculated room that tempered gifted individuals physiologically and psychologically. Picture a room where having ability was the only viable option and you made an effort every second. Ayanokoji was not the only one. Even the rest of the students were trained actively and mentally from a young age. Students were stripped of basic necessities such as sleep, adequate food, and any contact with warmth and love, which meant they had to bend or snap. The suffering was inevitable and unforgiving, thanks to the physical exhaustion of exercises, sanguine examinations, or even the lack of comfort. Ayanokoji gradually became adept at dulling his feelings, numbing any fatigue, and obliterating the limits of pain. Every obstacle was intended to extend his pain tolerance and prepare him psychologically to face all situations, or make him indomitable. For instance, in the event that a student was unable to perform a duty correctly once, they would be punished not by being given respite from the task, but presented with the task again and both doing pretty much the same thing over again until the student managed to do it correctly. The white room cultivated an ambience where weakness breeds and bulk mentality is the only means of making it. It was evident how each of these traits could hold on and manage to maneuver under high physical and psychological pressure without flinching. Key point 2. How to think like Kiyotaka Ayanokoji. Step 1. Time is the one utility that cannot be restored. Time is a resource that most people think they possess in abundance, in contrast to Ayanokoji, whose comprehension of scarce resources is much different. Time wasted is a time cut forever, and this consciousness is where his efficiency and precision come from. In real life, as it is with strategy, the killer resource within any leader is time. You can spend money and recover it. However, time, it is lost. So why are you wasting time on things which do not have any importance? Why dedicated hours of unproductive scrolling through social networks or gaming when this is time that will not come back, and I'm sure you might wish it to be used for your development instead? Don't sit back hoping things will pop up. Go out there and get them just like Ayanokoji does. Time is what is most definitely required in your quest for success. Make certain you are not wasting it too, because nobody is likely going to do it for you. Step 2. Whatever you eat makes you. The weakness of Ayanokoji is how well he manages to control subconscious. He doesn't allow unnecessary knowledge to fill up his mind, and you equally should not do that. And even if you hope to be and do something more than mediocre, you should not expect to succeed when your head is filled with distraction, junk, useless media, and toxic words. I'm sure those from day in to day out, you will not. Instead, it's suggested that you attempt to see and comprehend more complicated content. Let in only what helps you think clearer and more critically, for they all are responsible for how you interpret things and act differently in the world. Ask yourself, is the medium of your choice a liberating force or a regressive one? If it's only making you weaker and not enhancing your understanding or power, then that's a choice to be eliminated. Be very protective of your mind because that's the strongest weapon you own. Step 3. Everyone is a resource, even if you don't like them. Ayanokoji understands everyone is a resource in some way. You might not be aware of that, but each individual around you has something you can either learn or make use of. This is not some game or scheming. This is understanding the worth of people. Even those who you do not enjoy can present you with new ideas or ways in which to advance your skills. To develop, you don't really have to deny social contact totally. The truth is, knowing when to get other people involved, when to use their skills, knowledge, or influence, is sometimes the greatest strength of all. Ayanokoji didn't rise to power alone. He used the people around him as pieces in his game. Learn from this. Life is not a solo mission. Use the people around you to your advantage, and never assume you have to do it all by yourself. Anyways, that's all for today. Hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any video ideas, drop them in the comment. But until next time, peace.